consolidation. I know these things are important to us. Having access to on-demand financial advice. How many of you have made more money this year or last year than you're accustomed to and know that you need the financial advice? Or would like to see your credit score increase? I thought 680 was pretty good. I think I got declined recently for that score. So all of these things are important to us. They're important to people that we know. And fortunately, hailing from Louisville, Kentucky, we have Mr. Jay Godwin with us. He's coming up the middle here. And then we also have Daniel translating, so you'll have time to take notes. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Good afternoon, TelexFREE. That did not sound like TelexFREE. Good afternoon, TelexFREE. That is TelexFREE. Where is my translating friend? Stand up, come on up here. ¿Dónde están los hispanos? Let me stand up, thank you! Una cerveza. Una cerveza.
Este hombre va a estar hablándonos acerca de cómo salvar el dinero, dinerito. Y quieren hacer alto, este año van a hacer alto dinerito, hay que aprender a cómo trabajar con el dinero. De eso se trata esta parte. Que si tiene soporte en español.
Exactly. Guys, I want to
Hablan
start.
en español, yo estaba ahí hablando y hablan en español también.
Guys, I want to start first of all by thanking Carla and Carlos, Randy and Sonia. You guys, thank you so much for your leadership. Thank you for making all of this information available to everyone. Guys, I want to start by giving you a little bit of insight into what I've seen from TelexFREE.
Él va a empezar, está dando las gracias a Carla y a Carlos y a Randy y a Sonia por todo el liderazgo, pero él va a empezar con algo que él está viendo.
I was fortunate enough a couple of weeks ago to be in San Domingo with Santiago de la Rosa and Steve Labriola and Randy Crosby, Carlos Manzler.
Bueno, él tuvo la oportunidad de estar en Santo Domingo con Santiago de la Rosa, con Randy, con Steve Labriola.
Guys, it was a fantastic trip. We flew from there over to Haiti.
Wow, que fue fantástico, pero también estuvieron por Haití.
We got to Haiti, but they actually met us out on the tarmac in a motorcade to pick us up, to take us to an event in a motorcade.
Estuvieron ahí también haciéndolo. Bueno, estuvieron ahí también en motor, ¿cómo le dicen? En una caravana de transporte, una caravana.
Bunch of trucks put together.
Una cantidad de camiones unos tras otros.
Guys, this was the first time that that much of the leadership of TelexFREE had landed in Haiti, and it was truly a big moment, a legacy building moment for TelexFREE.
Wow, que eso fue una muy buena legacy. ¿Cómo se traduce legacy? Un legado que está dejando TelexFREE.
Un legado, I'm going to remember that.
Legado, legacy.
So guys, as we landed, we're high-fiving, we're standing out on the tarmac, hugging each other, thinking about how great this is, what a fantastic trip it was.
Wow. Can you repeat that? un fantástico viaje, mejor dicho.
Guys, as we left the airport, the joy kind of subsided. We drove through the streets of Haiti and came face to face with poverty.
Wow. Cuando dejaron el aeropuerto y empezaron a navegar ahí y empiezan a ver las cosas cara a cara.
As we drove through the streets, you could look at these people. It was about 3:30 in the afternoon, and the streets were lined with people. I, of course, thought they were there to see me. Why are you laughing?
Él pensaba que la gente lo iba a ver a él, la gente lo iba a estar viendo a él. Por la cantidad de gente que estaba formada ahí.
And guys, if you look at these people, they were standing on the side of the streets because that's all they had to do.
Let me pass the microphone on my team leader, Alberto Villada. He did very well for me.
Okay. So I already retired my first translator?
No habla español.
You will get along just fine.
Nos vamos a llevar muy bien.
So guys, here we are in this truck and a motorcade driving through the streets of Haiti.
Entonces van en esta caravana por las calles de Haití, donde la gente van avanzando en la caravana y en las calles de Haití está la gente a los lados. Y él pensaba que era para él, que lo estaban recibiendo a él, que qué maravilloso. Y ese júbilo se le cayó al darse cuenta de la verdadera situación de Haití, de la pobreza y la miseria que había.
So guys, as we ride, I'm in the truck with Carlos Monzo and Steve Laviola, and there's total silence in the truck. I personally have never seen anything quite as devastating as what we saw.
Él jamás había visto nada tan devastador como lo que vio estando en la camioneta con Steve y con Carlos.
Then there's that one moment in time, guys, that one moment in time where you look at somebody and you can see the real heart. You can see who they really are.
Es en ese momento de tiempo, pudo ver con dolor quiénes eran esas personas y cómo estaba la situación.
In that moment, Carlos Wansler turned to Steve Labriola and he said, "We have changed so many lives around the world."
En ese momento, Carlos volteó a ver a Steve y le dijo, hemos cambiado tanta gente en el mundo.
He said, "Now we need to do something here."
Y ahora necesitamos hacer algo aquí.
These guys are absolute professionals. We got to the event. They got on stage with the same dynamic personalities. They delivered the same message.
Ellos son totalmente profesionales y con esas personalidades entregaron ese mismo mensaje allí en Haití.
Then we got back in the plane to go back to Dominican Republic, and nobody said a word.
Cuando subieron de regreso en el avión, se sentaron en silencio y nadie dijo absolutamente nada ya.
These guys were heartbroken over what they had seen. You hear people talk from stage about making a change. These guys have a heart for God and a heart for making change. And I've seen it up close and personal.
Su corazón estaba roto y querían hacer un cambio y él los ha visto hacer el cambio en las gentes, por eso aplaudieron.
So again, I want to say one more time to the two gentlemen who are here in the room, the two gentlemen who showed me what it means to truly have that kind of a heart. Randy, Steve, thank you so much for that experience. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you. So change. Change. How about some change? Y'all looking for some change?
El cambio, ¿quieren el cambio?
Okay, let me give you some change. Let me give you some change. We have now been with TelexFREE for a little over 90 days.
¿Quién ha estado aquí en TelexFREE por más de 90 días?
Huh?
You said 90 days?
So my financial advantage has been with TelexFREE for over 90 days. MFA has been with TelexFREE for a little over 90 days.
Yeah. MF ha estado con TelexFREE más de 90 días. Perdón, ¿eh? Sorry.
No problem. Guys, in 90 days, TelexFREE promoters have saved over $12 million in interest. $12 million.
En esos 90 días, MFA ha salvado en intereses más de $12.5 millones.
Early on, guys, when we talked about the credit score changes, we talked in hundreds. Now, there's thousands of points that we have raised for TelexFREE promoters.
Ahora, en vez de cientos de puntos de lo que hemos hablado, de incrementar el puntaje en los promotores de TelexFREE, se ha subido en miles de puntos.
And now, thousands of TelexFREE promoters are making their financial decisions with the help of a self-made multi-millionaire.
Y ahora miles de personas, de promotores de TelexFREE, están siendo ayudados por un verdadero multimillonario.
Guys, here's the sad part. I travel several weekends out of every month, and I sit in rooms and I talk the same story to people and tell them about change, tell them about what we have the ability to do.
La parte triste de esto dice que él viaja constantemente y ha ido a diferentes partes y les dice a todos qué es lo que hay que hacer y qué es lo que está haciendo.
People sit in the rooms, they shake their heads and they say, yes, I want to be debt free.
Sí, sí quiere serse, quiere liberarse. La gente dice sí, pero
They say, yes, I want to have a better credit score.
sí, quiero subir mi historia crediticia, quiero tener un mejor puntaje.
They say, yes, I want to make better financial decisions for me and for my family.
Sí, quiero hacer mejores decisiones de pensión para mí, para mi familia.
But then you know what happens, guys? They leave the event, they go home, and life sets in.
Pero inmediatamente después se van a su casa y allí la vida les cae encima
And they end up right back where they started,
y acaban donde empezaron.
never making a change.
No hicieron ningún cambio.
So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to make a commitment to you here, right now.
Ahora esto va a suceder. Yo voy a hacer una promesa a ustedes aquí y ahora.
I'm going to give you something today. I'm going to give you something life-changing.
Les voy a dar algo a ustedes que cambia la vida.
Let me ask you guys a question. If I could do that, if I could really hand you something today that's going to change your life, better your life for you and your family, would you take it?
Yes! Right now.
Dejen hacer una pregunta. Que si él da algo en este momento que cambie la vida, ¿lo tomarán ahorita? ¿Sí o no?
Guys, what if I could do this? What if I could tell you right now, today, a day, a month and day, that you're going to be completely 100% debt-free? Would you take that?
Ustedes aceptarán que en 30 días, o sea, un mes y un día, estén sin deuda, totalmente libres de deuda. ¿Creen en esto? ¿Sí? Él lo promete. You promise, ¿verdad? Sí, un aplauso para el Señor.
You know, it always worries me when the translator says a little something extra and everybody giggles. Or when Santiago de la Rosa, when he translates, you say something small and he speaks for 10 minutes. He loves the stage. He loves the stage, yes he does. So guys, I just committed to you, I'm going to give you a day and month that you're going to be 100% debt free. What about this? What if I could give you a day and month that you're not only going to be debt free, but we're going to use your debt to make you a liquid cash millionaire? Would you take that help? If you didn't scream, something's wrong.
Él dice que además de eso, con el dinero que va a sobrar, de ese, que se van a ahorrar de ese dinero, los va a convertir en millonarios.
And guys, what if I could do this? What if I could promise you that every financial decision that you make from this point forward, you're going to have the personal advice of a multi-millionaire?
Él dice que de cada decisión financiera que se haga, la podrán hacer siendo aconsejados por un multimillonario todo el tiempo.
What if you could pick up the phone at any time and call that gentleman, who, by the way, is a New York Times best-selling author, and also happens to be the CFO of TelexFREE? Would you take that advice?
Tomarían el consejo del señor que
Chief Financial Officer.
Sorry. Cada decisión que ustedes tomen, pueden llamar por teléfono a este señor que construyó esta organización. Yes. Sí. Lo harían, tomarían el teléfono y le preguntarían, y el señor millonario va a contestar el teléfono y les va a decir lo que hay que hacer en esa decisión financiera. ¿Ustedes aceptarían ese programa? Sí. No se oyó.
Exactly. Did you guys understand that?
Sí.
Well, guys, those are the commitments that I'm going to make for you today. So let's review. Number one, if you commit this to yourselves and your family, we're going to give you a debt-free date. We're going to give you a millionaire date. We're going to make sure that every financial decision you make, you have a multi-millionaire advising you on every single decision. Would you take that help?
Tomarán la siguiente ayuda, que cada decisión que hagan las va a aconsejar este señor millonario. 2, que estarán libres de deuda en 30 días, 31 días. Y 3, el día en que ustedes se van a convertir en millonarios. ¿Aceptarían esto?
Okay, guys, I'm going to do things a little different here today. How many here have seen the MFA presentation before?
¿Cuántos lo han visto en la presentación anterior? Antes.
Okay, we're going to do things a little different, and I'm going to just try and focus on training. As you guys know, with the changes in the pay plan, customers are everything.
Va a enfocarse ahora en el entrenamiento por los cambios que ha habido últimamente y ahora el enfoque es en clientes. Clientes es el enfoque.
Some of the questions that I've heard, people are saying, where am I going to begin to get my customers? Where do I start to get customers?
¿Dónde empiezo a buscar mis clientes? ¿Dónde los consigo?
Well, I'm going to tell you,
Les diré,
80 million Americans, 80 million Americans
80 millones de americanos
have credit issues that would prevent them from securing financing.
tienen problemas de dinero que les impide tener una vida asegurada después.
Right now, less than 10%, literally less than 10% of adult consumers, American consumers, are debt-free. Less than 10%.
Menos del 10% de los consumidores norteamericanos son libres de deuda. Menos del 10%.
You know what that means to you guys?
¿Saben lo que nos deja eso?
Customers everywhere.
Clientes en todas partes.
Guys, right now, there's over 1 million bankruptcies filed a year.
1 millón de bancarrotas al año.
So to be clear, a bankruptcy is when an individual or family is done financially. Over.
Está terminado el ciclo del bienestar financiero para las personas ahorita.
Right now, 1 in 200 homes, 1 in every 200 homes is in foreclosure.
Una de 200 casas están en foreclosure.
And one child in every classroom
Y hay un niño en cada clase, en cada salón de clases,
is in danger of losing their home to foreclosure.
que está en riesgo de perder su casa por remate, foreclosure.
What does this mean to our families? Guys, 50% of marriages end in divorce. The number one cause for divorce? Money.
El 50% de los matrimonios acaba en divorcio. ¿Por qué? Porque la causa principal de ello es money.
And guys, this one is the most heartbreaking to me. At any given night in this country, 2.3 to 3.5 million people are homeless.
Y esto es lo que más duele, que en este país, en cualquiera de las noches, hay 2.3 a 3.5 millones sin casa, homeless.
58% of those on average can find shelter. The rest are left to the elements.
58% de ellos no tienen refugio y 42% de ellos viven en las calles.
And on any given night in this country, 1.5 million children are homeless.
Y además de que hay 200,000 veteranos sin casa, hay 1.5 millones de niños sin casa.
Guys, that statistic is unacceptable.
Esa estadística no es aceptable.
When we decided to develop our relationship with TelexFREE, we chose TelexFREE because of the commitment that they made to change. That number has to change.
Cuando nosotros entramos con TelexFREE, entramos porque ellos tenían esta promesa. Prometían que tendría que haber un cambio. Esa es la promesa de TelexFREE. Y por eso estamos con TelexFREE.
Because the real problem in all of this is right here. It's debt.
El problema con todo esto, el problema detrás de todo esto es la deuda.
Average credit card debt per household in this country is $15,000.
El promedio de deuda de la tarjeta de crédito es de $15,000.
Average interest rate on that debt, 24.65% interest.
El interés que se cobra para ese adeudo es de 24%.
American consumers owe $11 trillion in debt.
Los consumidores norteamericanos deben 11.16 trillones de dólares en deuda.
You know, we did an event in New York a couple months back, and we had a young lady who was translating into Chinese. And when we got to that number, she didn't even know how to translate that number. It was so big.
Hicieron un evento en Nueva York y una señorita de la China estaba haciendo la traducción y cuando llegaron a ese número, la señorita no pudo traducir el número, que es tan grande.
Well guys, let's go ahead and get into the training portion of this, and let's talk about how we're going to solve this.
Vamos a entrar al entrenamiento de este producto y vamos a ver cómo se resuelve esto.
The company is called My Financial Advantage. We believe that this is the answer to the financial crisis.
La compañía se llama My Financial Advantage Membership. Give it to me again, please. What's the name of the company?
My Financial Advantage. MFA.
MSA en español o en inglés?
En español.
Like My Financial Advantage, let's leave it that way.
Guys, there's 3 core products to the My Financial Advantage program.
Hay 3 productos para el programa de My Financial Advantage.
With equity tracks, we are going to show people how to pay off their debt in a third to half of the time that it will take them currently.
Con Equity Track se puede pagar el adeudo a la mitad del tiempo en que está programado. De una tercera parte a la mitad del tiempo en que está programada la deuda para ser pagada.
So to be clear,
¿Está claro?
we're talking about a 30-year mortgage,
O sea, una hipoteca de 30 años,
60-month car payments,
un pago de 60 meses del carro,
credit card debt,
deuda de tarjeta de crédito,
student loan debt,
deuda del estudiante,
all of it paid off in a third to half of the time.
todo se puede pagar en una tercera parte del tiempo o en la mitad del tiempo con My Financial Advantage.
And guys, here's the best part of that.
Y la mejor parte,
We're going to show them how to do that without paying a penny more out per month than what they're currently paying.
les vamos a enseñar cómo hacerlo sin que tengan que gastar un solo centavo más de lo que están pagando mensualmente ya.
Is there anybody in the room today who is 100% debt free?
¿Hay alguien en este
Good for you.
salón que esté libre totalmente de adeudos? ¿Hay alguien? 1, 2 y 3. Dense un aplauso. Porque...
I will tell you this. We have more hands raised to that question in TelexFREE rooms than any place else in the country. Truly.
Él dice que se levantaron más manos aquí en cualquier parte del país.
Now guys, let me ask it this way. many people in this room would like to be 100% debt-free?
¿Cuántas personas en este salón quieren ser libre de deuda totalmente? Levante la mano, si no quiero nada.
This is your answer, guys.
Esa es su respuesta.
This is the commitment we talked about in the beginning.
Esta es la promesa que tenemos desde el principio.
The second product that we offer is credit tracks.
La segunda servicio que ofrecemos se llama Credit Tracks.
With credit tracks, we legally and permanently remove negative items from credit bureaus.
Con Credit Tracks vamos a liberar los puntos que tienen negativos en el buro de crédito.
Items that we're currently removing for TelexFREE promoters.
Ítems que están removiendo a los promotores de TelexFREE.
Late payments,
Pagos tardíos,
collections,
colecciones,
judgments,
juicios. ¿Cómo se llama? Judgments. Deuda pública. Registro público, ok.
we're removing bankruptcies,
Bancarrota.
you say really? What I lie to you? We're removing foreclosures,
Y las foreclosures o los remates. Se libera de los remates.
and even repossessions.
Y aún reposesión.
The average rate of credit score is anywhere from 50 to 150 points.
En promedio se levanta el crédito de 50 a 150 puntos.
Excuse me, I lost my chest there for a minute. Actually, I have somebody in the room today that has learned this firsthand. I have a gentleman that I would like to bring up here for just a minute to tell you his experience with credit tracks. Are you back there, my friend?
Hay un caballero que va a decirnos lo que pasó con Credit Tracks. Tiene experiencia con Credit Tracks y nos va a compartir su experiencia.
My man. I want you to know, guys, I met this gentleman last night. He came up to me and told me that he needed a minute of my time, and he began to tell me his story about my
Sobre Financial Advantage.
You guys, I'm just going to give him the microphone and let him tell you in his own words.
Les va a decir en sus propias palabras.
Español, my friend. Español.
Here.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Buenas tardes.
My name is Jason Ray.
Mi nombre es
Fairly new to the company. But what I'll share with you right now is my experience with credit tracks.
Voy a compartir mi experiencia con Credit Tracks.
Roughly 4.5 months ago, I happened to enroll actually outside of the TelexFREE program, but I found a company on my own and enrolled in credit tracks.
Encontró la compañía de Credit Tracks hace 4 meses y medio, aunque hace 4 meses y medio se metió por TelexFREE, pero por otro camino encontró la compañía de My Financial Advantage.
At that time, my credit score was a 593.
I didn't get how much.
593.
En ese momento su crédito era de 593. Tenía 593 puntos.
I actually have a buddy that can bench press more than that. So, I enrolled in the program, and then I began to play the game with myself. I'm not checking after 1 week.
Empezó con el programa y empezó a jugar el juego consigo mismo de checarse cada semana.
I'm not checking after 30 days.
Y checó después de 30 días
Or 2 months.
y después de 2 meses.
On November 29th, I couldn't take it anymore.
En el noviembre 29 no podía más.
Sitting at the table, getting Thanksgiving leftovers,
Estaba sentado comiendo las sobras de Thanksgiving
I pulled my credit report.
y sacó el reporte de crédito para verlo.
It was exactly 100 days after I'd enrolled.
100 días después de haber enrolado.
My credit score, which had been a 593 back in July,
En julio era de 593. 100 días después,
is now 728. Now, in addition to the benefits that that affords all of us in terms of making purchases and so forth, You guys could have seen me that day. I went out that night, right, to watch a football game. I guess the word's not right.
Sí, que después de eso se puso muy contento y se puso a ver fútbol. Who did you run for?
Michigan State. Anybody against Ohio State? Anybody?
The Ohio State.
So, there was I guess you could call it maybe an intrinsic benefit, because I was standing taller that night, right? And it's not like we go about, any of us, spouting off our credit score. But I knew within, I had my stuff together. So, I felt good. I felt good.
Esa noche él se sintió muy bien, se sintió más alto, se sintió liberado de darse cuenta de cómo estaba su reporte de crédito. Se sintió muy bien.
You know what we call that walk now? That's the TelexFREE
That's the TelexFREE.
Ese es el sentimiento de TelexFREE.
So I would strongly advise any of you. He mentioned earlier that one of the main questions people have is, where do they find customers? The first one's in the mirror. Right?
Él recomienda muy fuertemente buscar los clientes. ¿Dónde están los clientes? Aquí mismo. Aquí estamos los clientes.
So I'd like to thank you for allowing me to share my story. And as a postscript, my score has actually gone up another 6 points. So now I'm at 734.
Dice que agradece mucho haber tenido esta experiencia y desde estos días últimos su score, su puntaje subió 6 puntos más. O sea, ya está en 730.
Thank you so much for that testimony.
Un aplauso.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Hey, Brian, make sure you give him an application. Give him a job, please. Actually, he's with TelexFREE. He don't need one now. Because that's the power of the program. That's what we see every single day with credit tracks. Truly changing lives.
Este es el poder del programa de Credit Tracks. Es lo que vemos todos los días en Credit Tracks.
And with Money Tracks, yes, I feel that Money Tracks is one of the most important pieces of the entire program.
Y Money Tracks es uno de los puntos más importantes de todo el programa.
What you see is that people are getting their financial advice from their friends, family, cousin, uncle, who's in the same situation that they're in.
Lo que hay que hacer es darle a nuestros familiares que están en la misma situación que nosotros estamos, darles exactamente el Money Tracks.
With Money Tracks, you have the ability to pick up the phone as many times as you need to, get a financial expert on the other end of the phone to answer any question at all.
Con Money Tracks usted puede levantar el teléfono y pedir consejo o preguntas al experto en cualquier momento.
So to be clear,
Para ser claros,
we're going to show people how to get out of debt,
vamos a enseñar a la gente cómo salir de las deudas,
give them their debt-free date,
darles su fecha en donde van a estar libres de adeudos.
we are going to give them a millionaire date, the date that they will have $1 million liquid cash in place of their debt.
Darles la fecha en que van a ser millonarios libres de deuda.
We are going to help people repair their credit to where they can begin to purchase things again.
Van a poder liberarse de la deuda para poder comprar cosas y tener un buen reporte de crédito.
And we are going to give people the ability to have financial advice on demand.
Y vamos a tener la habilidad de tener My Financial Advantage, que haya demanda de My Financial Advice.
Yes, just about everybody in this country needs this product. You need customers, there's your answer.
Aquí están. ¿Necesitan clientes? Aquí estamos. We're here. Are you debt free?
Am I debt free?
Yes.
Of course I'm debt free. You debt free?
Hey, give a hand!
With partners like I have no choice. Let's talk about my partners, guys. Let's talk about your company. As you're taking this product to the streets, I want you to understand who it is that you're working with.
Quiero que sepan, vamos a hablar de mi socio, quiero que sepan quién es mi socio, ya que van a llevar esto a la calle.
Our fulfillment center and our corporate offices are in Louisville, Kentucky.
Nuestras oficinas, nuestro centro corporativo está en Kentucky,
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Our core management team, or the creators of the program, have over 100 years combined experience in their individual field.
Nuestros socios, combinada su experiencia, son más de 100 años.
We have serviced well over 100,000 clients.
Hemos servido a más de 100,000 clientes
And guys, not one single complaint to the Better Business Bureau.
y no hemos tenido una sola queja. Ni una sola queja.
So as you begin to take this product to the street, you begin to retail the product, this is who is backing you.
Esto es quien lo respalda cuando lleven este producto allá a la calle. Este es el equipo que los está respaldando.
Now guys, you're probably going to hear out there about competition.
Van a escuchar sobre la competencia.
I'm going to tell you right now, with TelexFREE's My Financial Advantage product, there is no competition.
Con TelexFREE, no hay competencia.
For years, Brian House and I did credit repair.
Por años, el señor Price y él han hecho credit repair
And helped hundreds of thousands of people secure home ownership.
y han ayudado a miles de personas de asegurar sus casas, la posesión de sus casas, la propiedad de sus casas.
I owned and ran a mortgage company that specialized in taking folks from credit restoration into home ownership.
Mi compañía estaba especializada en tomar a los particulares, a llevarlos para poder ser dueños de sus casas.
But credit restoration alone is not the answer.
No solamente es la restauración del crédito.
The product that you have, obviously, is without a doubt the best credit restoration product in the country.
El producto que tienen es obviamente el mejor de restauración de crédito en este país.
But coupled with that, guys, you're going to take away debt.
Entonces, además de eso, vamos a liberarlos de su adeudo.
Then you're going to give them the financial advice so that they can not only obtain their financial goals, but maintain them in the difficult times.
Y no solamente vamos a liberarlos del adeudo, sino que también vamos a hacer que ustedes mantengan su dinero en los tiempos difíciles, que lo puedan administrar correctamente, que no se desperdicie, no se despilfarre, etcétera, etcétera.
Guys, make no mistake about it. What we've just been through was a depression.
No piensen mucho, porque lo que acabamos de sufrir es una depresión.
The financial collapse that we just went through,
El colapso financiero que acabamos de recibir, de sufrir en este país,
as devastating as it was,
aún así de devastador como fue,
how would the outcome have been if all that debt was gone?
¿qué hubiera pasado si esa deuda no estuviera?
What would have been the outcome for these families had they been able to pick up the phone and call Joe Kraft and say, I'm in danger of losing my house, what do I do?
¿Qué hubiera pasado si todas esas familias que perdieron sus casas hubieran hablado a la compañía y no las hubieran perdido?
Guys, this is the power of this product.
Este es el poder de este producto.
And again, you need customers, there are millions of them out there waiting for you, needing you.
Así es. Hay millones de clientes allá afuera esperándonos a todos nosotros para ayudarles con esta situación.
Guys, if people were to go and shop you on the street and try and reproduce your products on the street,
¿Se da bien?
if people were going to go and try and reproduce these products or create competition for you,
Habrá compañías que quieran reproducir, duplicar este producto, pero no lo pueden hacer.
programs like Equity Tracks run $3,000 to $5,000.
Which one?
Programs like Equity Tracks,
Equity Tracks,
the debt elimination program,
el de donación doble de Equity Tracks, sí,
people sell that product for $3,000 to $5,000.
salvó de $3,000 a $500.
Lo que están haciendo no puede vender por $3,000 a $5,000.
Se puede vender. Ok, este producto, gracias. Es que a veces se le va uno el avión, ¿no? Este producto vale de $3,000 a $5,000. Ese es su valor verdadero.
I ran into a gentleman, a TelexFREE promoter at an event. he and his wife paid $3,500 for a product that was similar to this, and they required him to open a home equity line of credit to do it. To get him out of debt, they're going to give him another loan?
Hay una pareja aquí que estuvo aquí y que el producto similar a este les costó, bueno, de la disque competencia le costó $3,500 y además le pidieron a las personas estas que abrieran una línea de crédito para poder pagar sus adeudos. Eso es terrible.
Credit Tracks program, the average credit restoration company is going to charge you about $1,500 when it's all said and done for credit repair.
Equity Tracks les va a hacer este servicio por $1,500 totalmente. Cuando esté terminado, además no va a haber ya nada que pagar y todo su crédito estará restaurado.
And for Money Tracks, if you were to go to a CPA and ask for that type of a program, you're going to pay $125 to $200 an hour for that advice.
Y si ustedes utilizaran un servicio parecido al de Money Track, la gente les cobraría, el consejero les cobraría de $150 a $200 a $300 la hora, nada más por hablar con ustedes y darles el consejo. En este caso es gratis.
Guys, with TelexFREE, nobody has this product offering. With TelexFREE, you get all of these products for $69.95 a month. And that includes a spouse, husband and wife, too, for $69.95 a month.
Hola.
All right, I need more help with the translation.
You need more help?
No. Okay. Este producto vale $69.95 e incluye a su esposa en la liberación de crédito mensual.
All right, guys, let's get a look at these products. They asked me to do some in-depth training so you guys know how to take these products to the street. Let's start with Equity Tracks.
Ok, vamos a ver a los productos. Empezamos con Equity Track.
I'm going to give you the specifics of what you need to sell this product.
Vamos a dar los específicos, lo que se tiene que hacer para que podamos vender este producto.
With Equity Tracks, we're literally paying off debt in a half to a third of the time it would take them normally.
Con Equity Tracks estamos pagando de una tercera parte a la mitad del tiempo para pagar el adeudo.
But we're going to do the work for the clients.
Vamos a hacer el trabajo para el cliente.
So, when somebody registers for Equity Tracks, we issue them automatically a debt-free date.
En cuanto se registran con Equity Tracks, se les va a dar una fecha en que van a estar libres de deuda.
To be clear, that date is the date that they are 100% debt-free, meaning mortgage, car, credit cards, everything.
Para que sea claro, ustedes van a tener esa fecha en donde van a estar libres de crédito, de deuda, de su hipoteca, de sus pagos de carro, de la student loan, etcétera, etcétera.
So, when we issue the debt-free date, we are actually going to give them a plan, a worksheet that they will get every single month.
Ellos van a recibir, ustedes van a recibir, nuestros clientes van a recibir una hoja de trabajo todos los meses.
Explaining to them how to pay, what to pay, and when to pay.
Explicando qué es lo que hay que pagar, cuándo hay que pagarlo, cómo hay que pagarlo.
So we are going to hold their hand through the entire process, month after month, until they reach their goal of becoming debt-free.
Los vamos a llevar de la mano mes tras mes hasta que estén liberados completamente de su adeudo.
Now guys, we are also going to work with them month to month, because let's be honest, life happens. Circumstances change.
También hay que tomar en cuenta que la vida cambia, que hay circunstancias, que tenemos que estar preparados para estas cosas y también eso tenemos que mencionarlo.
So with Equity Tracks, a car breaks down, they have to get a loan for something, all they do is add it right back into the software, and then we redirect and stay on our goal for our debt-free date.
Por ejemplo, si por algún motivo tienen que readquirir una deuda, por ejemplo chocan o el carro se descompone y necesitan un crédito y tienen que ponerse en un poco más de deuda, esa deuda la meten en el software del programa y se toma en cuenta.
And guys, we're also in the same initial report, we're going to issue them a millionaire date.
En ese mismo reporte les vamos a dar la fecha en que tú, todos ustedes van a ser millonarios. ¿No les parece bien?
Todos quieren ser millonarios.
El que quiera ser millonario que grite ¡sí!
I gotta learn that language. And guys, let's go over the millionaire date because I think it's important that we understand exactly what we're saying.
Vamos a hablar de esto para hablar exactamente de lo que estamos hablando. No es broma.
We're going to show these folks month after month how they can begin to pay themselves instead of paying the debt so that they're building assets to reach a liquid cash millionaire date.
Lo que va a hacer es enseñarnos cómo pagarnos a nosotros mismos en vez de estar pagando un adeudo que ya se manejó con el programa o que se está manejando con el programa. Nos vamos a pagar a nosotros mismos para que entonces alcancemos ese nivel y lleguemos al nivel de millonarios.
So let me show you exactly what this looks like, guys. And we have this information available in a marketing packet that we're going to get to each and every one of you so you can use these exact slides.
Déjenme enseñarles cómo se ve esto para que ustedes lo puedan utilizar. Es exactamente como está ahí. Ese es el paquete que se va a utilizar para llegar a esto.
The only difference is in the slides that you're going to get, we're going to take Brian House's picture out and put mine in. I'm a lot prettier. You're not supposed to laugh at those. Okay, guys, this is an exact report that your consumers are going to get or that you're going to get when you start with Equity Tracks. Very, very important that you pay attention to this, guys, so you know how to explain this. In the upper right-hand corner, they have been issued a debt-free date of May of 2015.
Este es el reporte que vamos a recibir en cuanto adquiramos el servicio. En la parte de la esquina derecha es exactamente dice cuándo voy a ser libre totalmente del adeudo.
Total debt savings. So the total amount of debt that we are saving if they were to have paid this off under the normal amortization period.
Y también va a estar la cifra de todo lo que vamos a ahorrar conforme lo que hubiéramos tenido que pagar y que ya no vamos a estar pagando, también la vamos a tener esa cifra allí.
Guys, this particular instance, we saved them 69% of their debt.
En este particular caso se le salvó, se le ahorró 69% de su adeudo.
But guys, here's where you really need to break it down with folks so they understand the true savings. If you look over here, under the creditor's plan, they owe $209,000.
Si ven en el reporte de crédito aquí, debe $208,000.
At Equity Tracks, they owe the same amount of money. The debt that they begin with is the same on either side.
En Equity Tracks es la misma cantidad, están de los dos lados, así comienza.
And guys, the amount that they pay out each month, so their monthly payments equal $3,185 on both sides. It doesn't change.
Eso no cambia ahorita, de los dos lados son $3,000 y $3,000 and what?
$3,185.
Ok, $3,100 y pico, eso no va a cambiar, es el principio.
Under the creditor's plan, without Equity Tracks, it's going to take them 29 years to pay this debt.
Bajo el crédito normal que se sigue, hubiera tomado 29 años pagar este adeudo.
Under Equity Tracks, guys, they pay off all of this debt in 7 years and 11 months.
Esta deuda en 7 años, en vez de pagarla en 29 años, la pagaron en 7 años.
Guys, let me show you what that means in actual dollars.
Eso significa en dólares.
This couple saved $159,996 with Equity Tracks.
Ahorró $159,000.
Let me ask you a question.
Centavos.
Do you guys think that you can find some customers that need that?
¿Creen que podemos conseguir clientes?
This is a TelexFREE room, isn't it?
Este es un salón de TelexFREE.
All right, guys. This one I need you to pay close attention on. This is the credit restoration piece of this. Training in this is extremely important, right?
Esta es la restauración de crédito. Ahora viene restauración de crédito y esto es muy importante. Este es el entrenamiento de la restauración de crédito.
What we do is we legally and permanently remove negative items from credit bureaus.
Lo que hacemos es legalmente quitamos los elementos negativos que están ahí, los quitamos y los borramos legalmente del buro de crédito.
With this type of credit restoration, when we remove them from the bureaus, they are gone. They do not come back.
Con este tipo de restauración de crédito, estos elementos, estos ítems no regresan, estos adeudos no regresan.
As we remove these items, it raises the credit score so they can begin to secure normal bank financing again.
Después de remover estos elementos negativos, estos reportes negativos que están en nuestro crédito, en nuestro reporte de crédito, después de eso, nuestro score empieza a elevarse, tenemos más puntaje y entonces eso nos permite adquirir y poder comprar más cosas.
Average increase in credit score ranges anywhere from 100 to 150 points.
En promedio se levanta de 50 a 150 puntos del reporte de crédito.
Because what we do is completely compliant because we're compliant with the Fair Credit Reporting Act.
Y lo que hacemos es completamente cumplir con el reporte. ¿What's the name of the report?
Fair Credit Reporting Act.
Con el reporte de Fair Credit Reporting Act, que es el de, that's the
Federal legislation.
That's the federal, es la legislación federal, es el reporte de legislación federal. Cumple completamente con eso. When are you gonna stop?
Easy. Again, I want to go over the items that can be removed. Every day we remove late payments, collections, judgments, tax liens, bankruptcies, foreclosures. Yes, we can remove them, and when we do, they are gone.
Todo lo que dijo el Señor es que todo eso que van a remover se va, ya no regresa.
There you go again.
I just shortened it, that's all.
Guys, the best part about this membership, it's very important that you explain to this. The Credit Tracks program is a free benefit to the MFA membership. It's a free benefit. As you're taking this to the streets and selling this product, it's important that you continue to say this.
Es importante que al llevar nuestro producto a la calle, la gente se entere que van a ahorrar muchísimo dinero y que van a estar sin adeudo, van a estar libres del adeudo.
Guys, this is an example of our work. This is an actual credit report or a set of results that comes back from the credit bureaus.
Este es un ejemplo de nuestro trabajo. Esto es un reporte que regresa del buro de crédito ya con los puntos cambiados.
So on the results, it actually lists the creditor that we attacked.
Como resultado,
It actually lists the creditor name.
aquí está la lista de la persona que debe, del adeudador,
And it shows the results of the investigation that we did.
y están los resultados de la investigación que hicimos. Perdón, did I miss something? El acreedor, perdón, acreedor es adeudador, dije es acreedor, perdón. A veces se le va.
This particular client, hang in there.
Sí, sí, ¿ah?
Hang in there.
Sí, señor, aquí.
Guys, this individual consumer had over 9 items removed from their credit report in 45-day period.
A este consumidor le quitaron 9 elementos negativos en unos días. En 45 días le quitaron 9 de los puntos negativos de su reporte de crédito.
Guys, let me introduce you. Are you paying attention?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me introduce you to my partner. This gentleman I'm proud to know. This gentleman has been handling me financially for a number of years, unfortunate for him. This gentleman is a New York Times best-selling author.
Este señor, que es el que me ha ayudado a través de todos estos años y que ha manejado mi situación financiera y que es un autor de libros de bestseller de la mejor venta que hay.
This gentleman is also the CFO of TelexFREE.
Este señor, además, what's CFO?
Chief Financial Officer.
Not CEO.
Chief Financial Officer. No, he's not the CEO.
Right.
Steve, can you work on that?
El CFO es el oficial financiero de la compañía. Él es el oficial financiero de la compañía. Un autor de libros de New York, en la lista de New York Bestseller List. ¿Sí? Es el oficial financiero de esta compañía. ¿Sí? You see, you guys didn't clap, they did.
Hey, yo, this is my side of the room, y'all need to keep it on now. Come on. Top that.
Y dicen que nos ganaron. ¿Qué? A ver, 1, 2, 3, venga.
Let's do this one more time. You can't do it. Come on, one more. Thank God for TelexFREE, man. This is unbelievable. I do so love these rooms. Man. Guys, Money Tracks is financial advice on demand. In my opinion, this is one of the most important pieces of the entire program.
El Money Tracks es uno de los puntos más importantes del programa.
Sorry?
Bueno,
Okay, thank you. Guys, with Money Tracks, we're actually going to help people. With the other products, we're going to help people get out of debt and get their credit fixed. With Money Tracks, we're going to walk them through every financial decision that they have to make.
el Money Tracks, ¿por qué es tan importante? Porque nos van a ayudar en cada paso de nuestras decisiones financieras. El problema en las finanzas, el grave problema en las finanzas es que si cometemos errores financieros, nos vamos a hundir. Muchas veces el no recibir lo que debemos de recibir es peor que que gastar el dinero. Esto es una decisión financiera y esto es lo que ellos nos van a enseñar. Las decisiones financieras son muy importantes. ¿Qué gastar? ¿Qué no gastar? ¿Cuándo gastarlo? ¿Qué sí gastar?
You were starting to remind me of something.
Sorry, I had to say it.
That's still sounds getting to your head, isn't it?
It's contagious.
It was contagious. Okay. All right. At least it got said. Guys, let me give you a snapshot of what this program means to the people in this room.
Lo que quiere significar, ¿qué es lo que significa para nosotros aquí en este auditorio?
I was having dinner with Jim Merrill and Joe Kraft in Boston.
Estaba cenando con John Jim Merrill y otro señor en Boston.
And he asked me, he said, Jay, tell me where we're at. Tell me what's going on with MFA.
Jay, dime qué es lo que está sucediendo con MFA. Platícame, habla. Talk to me.
I began to tell him, well, these are the numbers, these are the enrollments, this is the income. He said, no. Tell me about the individuals. Tell me about how people are using this product.
Él empezó a darle los datos, las estadísticas, y el Señor le dijo, no es eso lo que quiero saber. Lo que quiero saber es cómo le está yendo a cada quien individualmente, cómo lo están utilizando, qué es lo que está sucediendo con cada quien.
Jim asked me, he said, Jay, have you seen the money these people are making? And I said, yeah, I've seen it.
Y les dijo, Jay, ¿estás viendo lo que gana esta gente, lo que están ganando los promotores de TelexFREE? ¿Estás viendo lo que están ganando? Dice, sí, estoy viendo.
Jim said, what's important to me is that our people are building their financial house on stone and not sand.
Lo que es importante para mí, dijo el señor Merrill, es que esté construyendo una casa con cimientos firmes y no una choza que se la va a llevar el viento y que la arena y que el dinero lo vayan a botar y luego no lo tengan como deben de tenerlo para su propia seguridad.
With this program, guys, this program goes hand in hand with what you're doing at TelexFREE. With TelexFREE, many of you making more money than you've ever made. This program brings the rest of it full circle, and it gets your own financial houses in order.
Este programa va mano con mano del TelexFREE, puesto que además van a ganar y están ganando más dinero que lo que han ganado antes, y completa el círculo para que su base, su casa, la base suya sea una base firme, sólida.
So guys, where do we go from here? Well, I made you a commitment at the beginning of the day.
¿A dónde vamos de aquí? Les hice una promesa al principio del día.
Do you guys feel that I kept my promise?
¿Recuerdan lo que yo les prometí?
I told you that I would show you how to get a debt-free date. Did I show you that?
Les prometí que les iba a enseñar cuándo iban a ser libres, en qué fecha, qué día.
I told you I would show you how to get a millionaire date.
Les prometí que les iba a enseñar su fecha de ser millonarios.
Did I keep that promise?
¿Mató esa promesa?
I told you I would show you how to increase your credit score. Did I keep that promise?
Y les dije que les iba a enseñar cómo aumentar su rango de crédito, credit score.
And guys, I told you I would show you how you can make better financial decisions for yourselves and your family. Did I keep that promise?
Les dije que les iba a enseñar cómo hacer mejores decisiones financieras para ustedes y para su familia. ¿Mantuve mi promesa?
And guys, I'm going to ask you to make a promise.
Les voy a hacer otra promesa.
I'm going to ask you to make a promise to yourselves, to your family, to your community.
Quiero que se hagan una promesa a ustedes mismos, a su familia y a su comunidad.
I've shown you the impact that this program has already made.
Les estoy enseñando el impacto que este programa ya tiene, ya hizo.
$12 million in debt gone in 90 days.
12 millones de dólares en 90 días se fueron.
Guys, make that commitment to yourselves. Make it to your family. Make it to your community.
Hagan esta promesa a sí mismos, a su familia y a su comunidad.
I've sat in these rooms and I've heard everybody talk about change.
Estoy aquí en este salón en donde todos estamos hablando del cambio.
I've been blessed to sit in rooms with Carlos and Steve and Randy and see change actually happening.
Estoy bendecido como estoy ahorita y de haber estado también en otros auditorios con Steve, con Carlos y con TJ para ver este cambio.
Guys, but as all of them like to say, the change starts right here. It starts with you.
Comienza aquí y comienza con ustedes, ahorita.
TelexFREE is you.
TelexFREE son ustedes.
MFA is you.
MFA son ustedes.
So guys, I'm going to ask you one more time. Will you help us make this change?
Y una vez más, nos ayudan a hacer este cambio.
Guys, I know we have a little bit of confusion in how to sign up. My friend Brian is coming up right now. We have paper applications so that we no longer have to use that lengthy link. Those of you who would like paper applications, please raise your hand.
Los que quieren una solicitud, levanten la mano. Agarren la solicitud.
Now guys, with these applications, atenciones.
¿Pasó?
With these applications he's passing out, this will give you the ability to enroll in the MFA program.
Con estas solicitudes podrán enrolarse en el programa de MFA.
we need for you to complete these applications and turn them into Brian in the back of the event.
Necesitamos llenar estas aplicaciones y entregárselas a Brian. Aquí en el caso este se las entregamos a Daniel.
Very important.
And if the Kansas City Chiefs don't go to the Super Bowl next year, then what's happening with you? Oh, okay. I want to see it.
I'm sure how that translates. Guys, very important. Once you sign, yes, and there are customer reports, which I believe Randy will probably go over that with the MFA program. But guys, listen up. Once you sign, once you turn your packet to Brian for the MFA program, very important. The first thing we want you to do is we want you to go into your back office, into your customer portal with MFA. We'll get some more copies if we need to. Brian can get some more. Guys, once you have signed up for the MFA program, we need for you to go into your back office and do your initial consultation for money tracks. Some of you have already gotten your 1099s. Joe said everybody else will be getting your 1099s shortly. We want you getting the help you need because these taxes on them, how much money you guys can make can be scary. Please set your appointment for Joe Kraft and money tracks.
Ok, vayan a su back office y allí van a encontrar go to the back office. Go to the back office.
Yeah, they're going to get a welcome email as soon as they turn those forms in.
Una vez que estas formas estén llenas, vamos a recibir una respuesta en el correo de bienvenida y entonces de allí podemos ir a nuestro back office y nos registramos.
All right, guys, all you need to do is turn those back into Brian in the back of the room. I know that there are questions. Unfortunately, we have other dynamic speakers on the way up, so we do not have time for question and answers, but Brian and I will stay here tonight as long as we need to help you fill out the forms and to answer any questions that you have.
En este momento no hay tiempo ahorita en este momento para responder preguntas, pero después de que termine en la noche estará el señor, va a estar con Brian y van a estar respondiendo todas las preguntas que ustedes tengan, ¿ok? Démosle un aplauso al señor.